I want y'all to run up on me.
No.
I want y'all to come kill me.
No.
I want you to smack me.
No.
I want you to do all the shit you rap about.
No.
All the shit you rap about. I want you to come do it now. Come down to this joint right now, please. Or otherwise, shut the fuck up unless you was there when the Kardashians kidnapped my kids. That's one of the things that really drove me to the edge.
Some of the MAGA hat.
The MAGA hat. Imagine your own wife telling you, all the hats, small dick energy. You know what I'm saying? They blocked me out. The Jewish media blocked me out. You understand? Now go and get y'all some motherfucking business while we go and get free. Cause I'm Moses out here. You know what I'm saying?
Posted getting money on the east side. I dropped a pin and told that bitch pull up.
Yo, it's your boy, Big Bang Bobby D LaFleur, and we're here to talk about it, man. Kanye fucking West. Now, Kanye had an interview with the Drink Champs, N.O.R.E. I think he done a few rounds when even Tucker Carlson and all them guys there. And yeah, Kanye is getting a lot of backlash for his interview with the Drink Champs, and N.O.R.E. is getting a lot of backlash for not standing on his square. So right now, I want to discuss a bit about Kanye and some of the stuff he went over before we get into N.O.R.E. and him backtracking on the whole episode. So now, I think where people's discrepancies and anger towards Kanye comes from is his comments about George Floyd, amongst other things. But I think the initial main starter and the initial hurt for the public is when he starts to talk about they didn't have their knee on George Floyd's neck, blah, blah, blah.
I watched the George Floyd documentary that Candace Owens put up. One of the things that his two roommates said was, they want a tall guy like me. They want a tall guy like me. And the day when he died, he said a prayer for, 8 minutes. Mm-hmm. He said a prayer for 8 minutes. They hit him with the fentanyl. If you look, the guy's knee wasn't even on his neck like that. When he said mama is his girlfriend. They said he screamed for his mama. Mama was his girlfriend. It's in the documentary.
He was talking a lot of stuff about the Jewish media and how the Jewish community run Hollywood and
the Jewish media didn't like the group, the wrong think, as Candace Owens puts it, of the idea of a black man wearing White Lives Matter. So they sent all of the Bide and Paul and blah, 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 at me to say, oh, you don't love black people if you say White Lives Matter.
They own the black voice, and certain things we can agree with and certain things we can say like, Kanye, what the fuck are you talking about?
No, you been flip-floppy.
Let's go. You been flip-floppy, bro.
I'm not flip-floppy. I'm just saying I can't say, but I'm going to say like Trump told you. Everyone's going to be very happy.
Now, let's start off with why Kanye is receiving backlash. And I'm going to hand it over to Jambeezy. And yeah, Jambeezy, why do you reckon Kanye is getting this backlash? Is it because of the anti-Semitic comments? Or is it because of the George Floyd, or is it all of the above?
It's definitely all of the above. So it's just the perfect combination for everything to go wrong. And that's what literally just happened. And it's from Revolt putting it out. Well, before that, Noriega even, the whole Revolt team saying, you know what, let's have him on.
Did he send shots at Diddy on that show? Because I remember he sent a shot at Meek Mill.
I mean, it was...
No, I love y'all. I'm in y'all building. I don't mean to raise my voice in your building, but I'm up, I'm lit. I don't give a fuck. I'm lit. And like, my baby mama white and her life matter. I did a fucking t-shirt, Meek Mills. I did 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 t-shirt, Meek Mills.
It's basically Meek Mill, Diddy, Kim Kardashian, Jews, Jewish people. Who else is that? That's basically like his main go-to points, right?
He was flinging a few shots at Jay-Z.
Right? And obviously
every time he was sending a shot to the Jewish community or to Hollywood elitists, he would start by bigging up what? The Douce. This is sponsored by Douce.
Let's be clear.
Yeah. Yo, this Duce also makes you have to use the bathroom every 20 minutes.
And so does
Perfect drink. You understand?
So you perceive that as a shot then, yeah?
Bro, he's shitting on that community, the Jewish community.
Yeah.
And he's bigging up Duce.
Okay.
And we know how Jay-Z moves and thinks.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Jay-Z
like,
very
why
strategic.
Why the fuck are you bringing up my name and this brand while you're on your tirade, blood?
But I guess in that social circle, if you know Kanye and how he moves, I think, well, obviously it's my opinion, but it feels like it could be a case where they're just used to these rants now. They're used to just his new way of being outspoken and saying what he wants. So I don't think it actually even makes sense for them to even engage too much. It's just another episode. But Kanye, there's just so many things that went wrong that could have gone wrong, and it did go wrong. And unfortunately, the little nuggets that you may get out of that conversation is overshadowed by what he said. So it just makes it hard to digest.
So for all the Jewish media, y'all want to sit down and have a conversation with me? Then let's have a conversation. But you ain't gonna send Harley Pasternak, Puff Daddy, Meek Mills, Kim Kardashian, none of the usual suspects, and get me to stop talking. You're going to have to take my life. I don't care if you Black Mirror me. I don't care if you do some of the alternative, what the thing was, show me talking, saying somebody didn't say. I don't care if you have me fucking a goat on camera. I don't care what you do. You're going to have, yeah. And by the way, and if you take my life, there's gonna be some college kid, some young Ye, some young Pac that's gonna even go harder. It's gonna, y'all thought George Floyd was gonna send it up. If you took my life right now, you're gonna see something you never saw. So we might as well have a conversation.
It makes it very hard to digest. Kanye West is just a hard person to digest in general. I mean, fucking hell, the guy speaks in fucking parables, bro. You would have thought the nigga is Jesus, but he definitely got a Messiah complex. He was sending shots out. He was contradicting on a lot of terms, because Kanye will be like, you know what? This woman kidnapped my kids and everyone stood by and no one defended him. But then in the same note, he will say, fucking black people need to fucking rally as troops for him and his family when Kim and them lot take his kids. But then at the same time, he says he loves this white woman more than any of y'all. So it's like, bro, like, what the fuck are you on, cuz? Do you want people to intervene and help you out? Or do you really love this woman and want everyone to mind their business?
But guess what? My baby mama white and her life matters, Meek Mills.
But you could understand the problem with white life.
I give a fuck about Kim more than any of y'all. My baby mama white, she white, and her life matter. Off the Duce. On some real nigga shit.
Who's guessing over here, bro? That's the weirdest part ever.
Like, pick a square. As far as the whole anti-Semitic thing, I can hear where he's coming from, but the things that he's talking about when it comes to a particular community, I think the public have known all of these things from time ago, especially if you know about the Zionist and all of that, yeah. So what he's talking about, like, a guy made a good point, yeah. Kanye's the type of guy, yeah, to chill with Jeffrey Dahmer, knowing that Jeffrey Dahmer eats people, blood. But as soon as Jeffrey Dahmer snakes him, he's gonna fucking flip out and be like, fuck Jeffrey and Jeffrey this and Jeffrey that. When it's like, bro, like, you know what you're getting into. You big up these people all the time. Kanye worships money, but it acts like he
I got a question for you. Say you were one of these big, corporations, right?
Yeah.
You got, bankrolls. You want to start churning more profit. You want to tap into a certain demographic. Would you work with Kanye? Would you do a deal with Kanye?
At this present time, no.
So
at this present time, no.
So your company has a moral line, basically, a boundary.
Every company has a commercial moral line. I wouldn't even call it a moral line. It's a commercial, popular culture moral line.
But doesn't that go against the whole capitalistic society that we live in, where it's all about the pounds?
It does, but let me throw a question at you. Let's say you have a platform, and it's a successful platform, and then you're interviewing someone, and he just says a bunch of stuff that Kanye was saying, would you not question him about it, or would you at least try to edit some of the madness that he's saying?
But if you're gonna edit it, is there any point of you saying it? Because we do like to think we live in a free world, a free country.
It's not, bro.
So we don't live in a free country then.
We don't. It's no freedom of speech. We already know that, but we're talking about for the sake of the platform. Would you let a guy go on a rant like Kanye did on your platform while knowing what the backlash may be, without taking no immediate reaction towards?
It depends how big of a company you are.
Yeah.
If
Jamie Lee Curtis went on TV and said, I hope they take his children away from him.
If say you're like Google and you do that, you're gonna recover. Like say what you want. People are gonna say, you know, ban Google and whatever. Like you can
you're gonna recover. Drink Champs
0.5% of Google's followers or whatever, they will leave cool, but you're still gonna keep your core majority, right? So it just depends how big of an entity that you are. The smaller you are, the less chance you're gonna survive. The big dogs, they'll just take that run in YouTube, Google. They'll take that run in. It's nothing.
But would you let those comments come out on your platform without you questioning it and just letting it? Like, for example, when he said the whole George Floyd and the whole the knee wasn't on his neck, would you have let that comment fly, or would you have questioned him about it?
As a corporation?
No, as
a host
platform. Yes, N.O.R.E.
If I own the actual corporation, I'm not on the set to ask him that.
No, we're talking if you're N.O.R.E.
If I'm N.O.R.E, I'm the host now.
Yeah.
You have to.
There you go, you understand.
But in the context of what we're talking about, like, if you're a big corporation, they don't really care. But obviously, if we're talking on a Drink Champs level, and you know, the actual scene that you're setting is N.O.R.E, then you have to engage with that. But obviously, again,
Would you have engaged with it the way N.O.R.E did? N.O.R.E was he and laughing at everything. Like couple things, Kanye. Like for example,
you would. Like,
but this is the one time I rate EFN. EFN tried to clean it up a lot of times for Kanye.
Yeah, of course. But listen to this though. Like what you're saying makes sense. Like if I was N.O.R.E, I would have had to have done that. I would have had to have said something. But then you have to remember who N.O.R.E is.
Yeah.
He's never claimed to be a hardcore journalist. I know obviously that sounds like an excuse.
He is now though.
Yeah, well, to a certain standard, yes, seasoned now. But at the same time, he's not a hardcore journalist. You know what I mean? Where you can kind of have his arguments or push back or know when to push back. So you have to remember it is N.O.R.E though. If it's someone else, like if it was like a J. Cole sitting there, and you know what I mean, like you'd have been like, whoa, like you'd have been more surprised that a J. Cole would not have. Obviously, you know what I mean? You'd have been more surprised if J. Cole didn't say nothing. But N.O.R.E's like, but N.O.R.E's never been my go-to guy for anything knowledge-wise. Sorry, like, I don't mean no disrespect to N.O.R.E, but if I'm trying to seek knowledge on anything, I'm not thinking,
we're not going to N.O.R.E for
there
that.
We go then.
N.O.R.E definitely, like...
entertainment, N.O.R.E's got it. But
N.O.R.E's got the entertainment downside, but... You know, it showed you a bit of negligence on N.O.R.E's side. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like,
N.O.R.E's team, more so on N.O.R.E's team for me.
Yeah, on his team.
Revolt in general as well.
Everybody. EFN done a good job of trying to clear it up and ask him a few questions, like the whole anti-Semitic thing, and when he's talking about the Jewish community and that, all that stuff.
A question for you: can Kanye be anti-Semitic?
Can Kanye be anti-Semitic?
Knowing his stance and what he believes.
Alright, no. Only because he identifies himself as a Jew, innit?
I hope they take his children away from him. Everybody they put out, Triple X, Tupac, that's what Larry was saying. Right. My response was, well, I guess I'm next then. Right. Because it's no backing down at this point. I talked to Q because Q been labeled an anti-Semite. First of all, we are Semite. We Jew, so I can't be anti-Semite.
Right. So obviously he can't be anti-Semitic. Now, where the double-edged sword comes into play here is many people don't know the stuff Kanye knows. So when he's saying that, you're gonna find a lot of people saying, well, you're black. How can you be black and be a Jew? Because they're not privy to the information.
Are you a black Jew?
Listen, we're not gonna get into that here, innit? We're not.
Are you a black Jew?
If you wanna find that, go into my channel, Talking General, and you get this.
Stop your media training and answer the question. Are you a black Jew?
Listen, man, we got a brand to protect, innit? This is not the channel where we discuss that shit, innit? But to answer your question, yes, I am one of the people to be a light unto the Gentiles. Yes, I do identify myself as a Hebrew. However, the understanding that a lot of you may have is not the understanding that I may have in it. So I can't give you a direct answer here. But
Where's your ninja suit?
in the cleaners. It's in the cleaners. The drag is a double XL, cuz it takes a while to clean a satin fucking ninja suit, fam. Satin velvet, cuz you understand, fam. But what was I saying? Yeah, that Kanye, he alright. To us, man, no, he's not anti-Semitic. To the whole wide world, yeah. To the whole wide world, the rest, because remember, we're like the 4%, bruv. What we're privy to, not a lot of people know. To the rest of the world, yeah, Kanye's gonna come across anti-Semitic because in today's world, not everybody understands the plight of when he says the black people are the real Jews. So when he says black people are the real Jews, then he talks about the Jewish media controlling everything. That whole black people being Jews has gone over everyone's head. Like everyone's focused on, yeah, this guy's talking about the Jewish this, Jewish that, and it's sounding like he's got a negative connotation on it. Bro, he's gonna come across as a mad guy, and Kanye's delivery is so scattered and all over the place, bro. Anytime he talks, he digs himself a bigger hole. So yeah, bro, Kanye.
Because I love you. I love the media platform.
And we love Jewish people. And we love Jewish people. We love Jewish people.
But I'm very mad. Yeah. I have a problem. The conversation ain't over. It ain't okay, yay, clarify. It ain't nothing to be clarified until we have a conversation. You got Jamie Lee Curtis on TV talking about, I hope they take his children away from him.
Yeah.
It's up.
Yeah. Yeah.
The queen is in the house.
but
So what do you think is Kanye's actually, you know what? Did you listen to the whole conversation? Yeah,
I listened to him.
Is there any points in there that did ring true from what Kanye said? What rang true for you?
What rang true with his whole speech on the black Jew thing? What he was saying on who owns the media industry and who runs it and who has an ownership on black people's voice.
Planned Parenthood, we are still in the Holocaust. Even the information put in our music, the toxicity put in our music, is nothing promoting the idea of a king taking care of a queen and then taking care of the future kings and the future queens. It's just us talking about killing each other and Jewish people getting paid off of it.
I get that. However, context is very important because the way he's placing it is he's saying all of these people have it when we know there's only a select few. So now what he's done is by his speech, he's taken a whole community and putting them under scrutiny, especially for hardcore Kanye West fans and followers, because like I said, the average guy, they're not privy to what we know. And I don't even think Kanye even understands the full extent of this whole real Jew thing, and I don't think he even understands it. What was your question before, bro?
Is there any things that he said that rang true that you agreed with?
Yeah. Like I said, the whole what he said about certain groups of people running the industry, cool, I get that. But when he goes into that other stuff, bro.
No, bro, just keep it on the good things for now.
You gotta remember, that interview, it wasn't about good things. It was
or things that you agreed then.
Bro, when we look back on it, the whole thing was a strategy. It was a way to get people riled up and to follow Kanye to something that he's creating, blood. And from what I'm hearing from sources behind the scene, is this guy has bought a platform where freedom of speech is permitted to the highest of degrees. It's a platform called Parler or something.
Parler.
If out there, correct me or whatever.
Yeah, it's called Parler.
Parler, innit? Something like that. And from my understanding, where everyone's out on an outrage against Kanye, and now basically a lot of media outlets are gonna basically ban Kanye from speaking. This is the perfect opportunity for Kanye to tell people now, come to my new platform. And now, by Drink Champs taking down the interview and all of that shit, it's looking like Kanye doesn't have a voice, blood. And what he's saying is too real, blood. Bro, there was nothing good about. Not good, but there's nothing that you agreed about. I told you what I agreed.
So
on. When we look back,
so basically, just the ownership is the only thing you agreed with.
What he was saying about certain people running things, I agree with it, and it's things that everybody just knows to do.
What about the music?
And what did he say about the music?
That the music is designed and being programmed to.
Okay, music was invented just for God, and now we've used it, and we're talking about kill a nigga and this and that. Bro, like I said, things that he's saying, we already know. But then this is a nigga that's telling you, Meek Mill, bring all your guns, come and kill me. It's like, bro, he's just talking for the sake of it. There's no substance to it, because if he means what he says, he will stay on a consistent path.
So
Let me land. He will stay on a consistent path and stick with what he's saying. But 1 minute, he will say, bro, the music was meant to be the Father's music or God's music, and now it's turned to devil's music. You know what? This woman kidnapped my kids, and now fucking, you know what? Black people should defend me and help me get my kids. You're talking about it's devil's music, this, that, but bro, you man making tunes about run this town tonight and fucking all this other stuff. Don't act like every song was Jesus Walks, bro.
So where does Kanye stand with you now?
It's the same place where he always stood.
Where's that?
He's there, innit? Like, I fuck with him, but Kanye, you know me, bro. Whenever I ever said Kanye's in my top 10 or he's even in my top 20 or he's that guy.
I got a question for you. Kanye somehow, we're out in Shoreditch, fucking Kanye's there, bumps into me and he says he wants to invest in talk in general. You working with him?
Oh yeah. That's business, bro.
All right. I'm gonna take another shot. I'm gonna be honest. This is a lot. This is a lot. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest.
Only the do say.
Yeah, okay. Only the do say.
That's business. That's a whole different subject.
You're signing the check and taking the picture, yeah?
No, it weren't me that sent them comments about the Jewish community. In it, fam. It's just the nigga that sponsored me, fam. I'm about old puff. He's easy.
I got a serious question. I got a serious question for you. I got a serious question.
Don't include slandering.
I got a serious question. What's Kanye's long-term plan then, or is there a long-term plan with someone like Kanye?
He wants to rule the world. He wants to be worshipped, blood. That's his long-term plan, fam. To be like Walt Disney and Steve Jobs. To be immortal, blood.
And who else does he?
Walt Disney, John, was it?
Who's that fashion designer? Arnold.
All them guys.
He loves mentioning Arnold's name.
Bro, are you telling me? Let me ask you a question. Are you telling me Kanye values the people or values money over the people?
You know what I'm saying? JP Morgan, I put $140 million into JP Morgan and they treated me like shit. When the last time you read a headline and they called me a billionaire? For 3 years, Forbes wouldn't say I was a billionaire. It's all to diminish me so y'all wouldn't listen to me. But I do realize that I could make people jealous by like flexing so hard, and that's gonna come with it.
I think he values the control he has over the people.
He values money.
Because like I can't, if just putting myself in Kanye's shoes as best as I can, like imagine creating something or creating various things, right, that come out of your brain, out of your creativity, and you see it move and shape culture. It must be an amazing thrill for someone like Kanye, right? So listen, hold on. So it's like people do then end up getting addicted to that feeling of how much influence they have on culture and how much influence they have on people. Could it be a thing where he's just running with it now? Like he's not even trying to hold back and see how far I can push. He's just pushing shit now.
Yes. And to piggyback off what you're saying, this is the guy, that Jay-Z just said, bro, just stick to making beats. And now he's turned into Kanye West. you know, this nigga's head's on $1 billion, bro. His head's swelled up. The nigga really thinks he's living the nigga thinks he's a god on earth.
Yeah, he definitely said that.
This is why he correlates a lot of shit in the scripture to him, because in his mind, that the nigga, bro, imagine just waking up, bro, and knowing that, bro, people's gonna run to you and worship you, bro. And he sees it as that, bro. So yeah, I understand where it comes from and that, yeah, but I think people need to take a closer look at more of him than what he says and add it all up and see, like, bro, the reason why his shit is so controversial because he doesn't stay consistent on one topic or one ground, blood. He's got a scattered mindset, bro. The guy shoots from the hip and sprays everybody, blood.
For the Jewish people, what I'm doing is I'm me tooing the Jewish culture. I'm saying y'all gotta stand up and admit to what y'all been doing. And y'all just got away with it for so long that y'all don't even realize what y'all doing. And it's like, y'all can't fuck with me either because y'all behind that gated fence, y'all soft, your hands got soft. You ain't out here getting beat up every day like me. You ain't out here getting called crazy every day like me. You ain't out here getting your family snatched like me. You ain't out here half your culture getting aborted like me. You ain't out here getting outraged with false narratives like BLM like me.
You understand, fam? He's a shoot first, ask questions later type guy. And the way he articulates himself and his delivery is totally off point for someone who's supposed to be one of the most richest black men on the planet today, cuz. He needs to be controlled, bro. There's nothing wrong with saying how you
So that's his long-term plan, yeah?
His long-term plan is to fucking take over the world, innit, bruv? And I don't know how that's gonna work, but he's definitely immortal and he's set in stone.
Can anyone cancel Kanye West?
Yeah.
You think it can happen, yeah?
Yeah, it can happen. It can. Kanye West, if he doesn't be careful, he could end up a tragic story.
In what sense? What are you saying?
He's noted on media various times talking about how rich he is, how this is that, and he knows this one, knows that millionaire, this billionaire. He should buy a bank. This nigga talks about his money and his wealth all the time, innit? Yeah, and what he owns and how much money he lost. Bro, that shit can easily get taken away from him. This guy looks like he really.
What if he keeps excelling and keeps on reaching new heights? Is there a point where you be like, Kanye was right, or will he ever?
Nah, man. Listen.
It will never happen for you.
Listen, Kanye. When you say, bro, the reason why I can't say Kanye was right, yeah, is because what is he saying?
No, I tell you like this. I don't understand karate, but I understand karate, and I don't understand politics, but I understand people. Yeah. I'm not a career.
Make some noise for that.
Yeah.
I like it.
And I say like he's right, I mean as in what he believes of himself, as in he starts.
What does he believe in?
He can do anything.
Cool, then yeah, bruv. I believe he believes he can do anything. I believe that he feels he's God, like hands down. That's what I truly believe. I believe this guy feels he's God, innit? Like, hands down. He really does.
Would you prefer if he said I'm a nigger? Would you prefer if he said that?
No, I mean, what you talking about the white lives? Yeah, for real, we ain't even talked about the white lives matter thing. To me, yeah, he doesn't even have to say that because he does say he's a nigger. He says nigger all the time, bro. It's his delivery, bro, and his context, cuz Kanye has no context. His delivery's off, blood. I don't know what he's
So why do you think in his mind he believes he can run for the presidential office?
Because he's Kanye West, cuz. He walks out his yard, fam, and everything's like a movie for him, bro. Everything's like a movie for him, cuz. Like, but I want to ask you about the White Lives Matter thing, yeah? Do you feel he was wrong for wearing that top?
Anyone that wears that top understands what they're doing, and it's one big troll basically.
Yeah.
It's just one massive troll.
How did him wearing a White Lives Matter top turn into him going on a tirade against the Jewish community?
But it can't be narrowed down to, like you're saying. You're saying Jewish media, but it's the media. There's people obviously in
I'm not narrowing down. Right. I want Jewish children to look at their daddy and say, why is Jay mad at us? I want all the kids that love my shoes and love my songs to say, why is Jay mad? What have you done to his people, to the darker Jews, to our brothers that has Jay speaking up, that had Nick Cannon speaking up, that had Ice Cube speaking up? What'd you say?
Would you say blacks is Jews?
Blacks are Jews also.
We gotta say we love Jewish people then. We love Jewish people. We got great.
That's a very good point. How did he make that jump?
This is why I say I don't get.
How did he make that jump, basically?
I don't get him, bruv. Then we've gone to Kim kidnapping his kids, and you already heard before we started recording. He said
he'll put Kim before everyone.
Brother, he put this white woman before everybody, bruv. But then yet he wants everyone his color to fight for him.
You already separated all my friends. I don't got no celebrity friends. Because when I was on TV, on Instagram saying, I don't know where my child is, and the Kardashians kidnapped my daughter in public.
Right, what is he on, fam? But I want to ask you another question, yeah? What's your thoughts on the way N.O.R.E handled this whole situation? The interview and, you know, the post-interview after the aftermath. What's your...
My issue isn't with N.O.R.E, to be honest, because I don't expect N.O.R.E to be pushing back against anything.
Should he have edited
but
the
no,
video?
listen, it's not even about him. What I should have done, or not even what I should have done, what Revolt should have done is set a team to prep him and actually go through what's going to happen if he does go on a mad one. Because you have to remember, before his one on Revolt,
it's not Revolt show, it's N.O.R.E show.
Okay,
N.O.R.E just have a license.
Okay, cool. But still,
he has full creative
but
control.
still, you still have to send someone, because if you're gonna be in partnership with someone, and especially one that
we know N.O.R.E's form of interview.
Of course, but still, like, you have to think about it. Where, remember, he went on that Tucker Carlson show. And then he went on that barbershop one with LeBron thing. That didn't even come out. So
he went on the barbershop thing. What, Maths thing?
Not Maths thing. LeBron's thing. The shop.
He went on that, yeah.
But they decided not to air it. So it's like maybe
you're lying.
Yeah, so it's like maybe taking lead from that, and then having, because obviously Revolt's gonna be tied to N.O.R.E's thing anyway.
Yeah,
by association. So it's worth
shots at Puff.
There we go. So it's worth Revolt sending someone, even a phone call, to say that N.O.R.E, you know, if Kanye comes on and does a mad one, like, you know, like, it's gonna be peak for us, you know.
No. And I didn't have the address to my child. None of these niggas that want to say something
Travis
now.
Gave you the address, though.
Travis gave me the address.
Right.
But as far as Meek Mills, Puff Daddy, whoever, none of these niggas. All you fake hard niggas, fuck you. Hold on. Okay. All you fake hard niggas, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck because you can't shoot nobody anyway. And the reason why you got to talk is because you did a deal, you fucking fed. You know what I'm saying? That's why you gotta come at me, because part of the deal for you to be able to do all that and get out of jail is that you promise that you gonna go pull my coat car. So y'all niggas shut the fuck up about me. Now let me say it calm. You niggas shut the fuck up about Michael.
Right.
I'm Michael now.
Right,
Every Michael you can think of, but mostly Godfather Michael now. No. I'm Michael now. I'm Michael now. I am the richest.
Right. They say you're the richest black man in American history.
In history.
In American
history.
Can we make some noise for that, goddammit?
Someone should have said something.
I think N.O.R.E flip-flopped.
Of course he did, but I'd expect that from N.O.R.E though.
Nah, but
I expect it.
If N.O.R.E wanted the interview out,
I expect it.
He should have just stood his ground and said, you know what?
I wanted
the guy to say what he's saying and put it.
N.O.R.E did flip-flop.
Where I'm disappointed in N.O.R.E is N.O.R.E did not check him when he said certain things. He checked him after, like down the line. N.O.R.E. And don't get twisted.
Can I make a quick point about that? Sorry, keep me track.
Go on, G.
And I think he only checked them. Obviously, this is speculation from myself. I think he only checked them, Kanye, when the toilet breaks was going on. I think someone just came and whispered and said, like, "Yo."
The interview said part 3. He said part 3. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, sorry.
No
my
toilet
bad.
breaks.
No. Sorry. I think that was his third time on Drink Champ.
Yeah. Exactly. But yeah, during the toilet breaks, I think someone just like, oh, you know, someone told him, 100%.
N.O.R.E did a sloppy job, yeah.
Very bad.
When my man's made a few comments every time, yeah.
And there's no, shall I tell you what, there's no excuse as well, because when you were saying all that stuff in the beginning, they weren't that drunk. So I can understand if you don't, you know.
Yeah.
But early on, you still got your sense, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you can't say that I was out of my mind and too many drinks or whatnot. You were, you know what I mean? You were sober. You should have said something there and then.
Fam, N.O.R.E flopped. N.O.R.E flopped as in like, it was a good fucking interview, yeah. Don't get it twisted. But when I was watching this shit, yeah, because when I first saw it, I only watched about 45 minutes of it, and then I fell off it, like whatever, I had shit to do. Went back the next day to it, yeah, and they take the thing was gone, bruv. So then now automatically the interview was like gold, because now you're searching for it, and then you're seeing all the headlines out, but backlash. But when I was watching that 45 minutes thing, I said, bro, I'm pretty sure YouTube's gonna flag this video, fam, because when you start making those certain comments against a certain community, yeah, no matter what the community is, yeah, bro, they're gonna flag your fucking video, bro. You're gonna get some form of a strike in it. So when I'm seeing that, I'm like, nah, there's no way like this is gonna stay up, or like how's N.O.R.E not interjecting? And when Kanye was making certain comments, I think people need to press him more. You need to press him. Don't let him get away with saying certain things and giving these vague Sphinx-like answers, bruv.
Kim is a Christian. On TMZ, I just saw yesterday, they said Pete Davidson and Kim have sex by the fireplace to honor their grandmother. It's Jewish Zionists that's about that life, that's telling this Christian woman that has 4 black children to put that out as a message in the media. So when I drive by and I see the Hulu ads and I say the JP Chase Morgan ads, I'm gonna let y'all know right now, the devil is a defeated foe. You can't poison me. And by the way, y'all done already fucked with me so much. Y'all already black mirrored me. You already made everybody think I'm crazy. You already took my family away.
Just like, you know, understand, make us understand what you mean and where you're going. We understand bits and pieces and agree with bits and pieces, but the overall message, I can't say I know what Kanye's on. I fully can't. And N.O.R.E going on fucking Hot 97, Breakfast Club and making apologies, copping pleas, and
bending the knee.
You knew what you was doing, bro. You wanted the views, bro. As soon as the White Lives Matter thing come,
you knew exactly what was coming your way.
But you didn't expect all that Jew shit. I ain't gonna lie.
You should have.
All that Jewish stuff, like that came out of the left field, didn't it? You know what I'm saying? All that talking about that community stuff, that came out of left field, and N.O.R.E should have kind of stopped it there and then. EFN, he tried his best, but this is a lesson for N.O.R.E and EFN. EFN, guide N.O.R.E a bit more and voice your opinion a bit more, because you're the older gentleman in the room and your grey beard shows you got a little more wisdom, but step in a bit more. N.O.R.E, bro, stop being pally. Stop. Like, bro, you're a journalist now. Get messy, bro. Ask certain questions, like, you know what I'm saying? You can't be friends with everybody, and that's what N.O.R.E be trying to do. But I think
is that one of the dangers of going corporate, that you have to have these pally conversations?
Nah. One of the dangers of going corporate is you have to agree with a mindset in it. So, like a Piers Morgan, Piers Morgan would have questioned everything Kanye
But you
said.
can't expect Piers type of journalism from N.O.R.E though, bro.
No, you expect a little bit, bro. You don't expect that journalism from nobody. But, bro, it's your platform. Let's say where you're interviewing me, and I remember I was watching Queen's Flip. Yeah, they had Charleston White on, yeah. Charleston White made a comment, yeah, and he said, when we was kids, we used to, the R word, white women. That's what he said. You know what the R word is, isn't it? Yeah, the ape word. Yeah. He said, we used to R word, white women.
Grape.
Nah, bro. And certain man will just be in their head like, what the fuck did this nigga just say? And maybe just not say nothing. Queens flip, G-check, bro. They spent about 15 minutes just addressing that. Like, is that what? And then Charleston White had to clarify. So I'm talking about when we was kids, we ran trains and we got girls drunk, and that's what I mean by we R-worded white women in it. So he's bringing context to it.
Yeah.
Whereas when Kanye was in the N.O.R.E interview, I don't even want to repeat half of the shit he was saying, but when EFN said something about like, oh, you know what, you're not going at that certain community, and then Kanye's like, well, yeah, I've just crossed that anti-Semitic line. You get me? It's like, bro, you don't end it there. Like, what do you mean? It's like, because it's on your platform, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta protect your platform. Now, if your platform got sponsors, all of that shit, and you're just letting a man say whatever, bro. This is why a certain man you like go on these shows, and the news presenter grills them. You're not with the ABC community and rare. That's why they do what they do. Now, N.O.R.E being corporate, he's trying to be the best friend corporate. It don't work like that, because then now the families of George Floyd is trying to sue Kanye and Drink Champs, cuz.
Facts.
You understand?
Have they got a case?
Yeah, it's America, and you know how American these lawyers are, and it's Kanye West that spoke. Big platforms, big people, innit? You understand? But I don't want to go into too much, so Jambeezy, leave us with your final thoughts, because I think we covered quite a decent bit, or I know there's things we've missed out and shit, but
yeah, I think with Kanye, it's difficult to get behind him, because it's just, you don't know what Kanye you're dealing with, and I think that's the problem. It's like, I don't think Kanye himself knows what Kanye is, so he just makes things. He's one of those people that will draw you in. Like, you literally sit through a 3.5 hour interview just to hear madness, like nothing that makes sense, nothing that's coherent. It just seems like he's just targeting a certain group of people. And I like Kanye. I do like the way his creativity comes through his music, his fashion, his artistry. I fuck with it. You know what I mean? If we could just wish that for our kids, that would be amazing. But it's just the madness that comes with it, and just what he stands for, which we don't really know. Like, I can't honestly sit here and tell you what Kanye West stands for, because it's just, we'd be here all day basically. So just to wrap it up, Kanye is an enigma, someone that is going to be studied. I think the next 5 to 10 years is going to say a lot about Kanye's direction in life. I think the next 5 years, to be honest, more than 10, I think we're going to know exactly who Kanye is or who he's trying to be, and we'll just see where it goes from there. We're all tuned in, we're locked in.
Yeah, boy, I don't think Kanye's going to be running for president anytime soon.
Yeah, listen, I don't like no fucking politician, but let's go.
That's you.
Let's go, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna win in 2024.
Hey, what
potentially,
do you mean?
because I can't say I'm running for office. Yeah.
We voting for Kanye in 2024.
Yeah. All the claps went loud then. I heard y'all niggas was like,
no.
I think whoever was gonna sponsor him for that movement is flopped. Kanye ain't running for president in 2020, whatever.
You're not recouping that budget.
Nah, you're not recouping the budget. He spoke a bit too much. He should have kept certain opinions to himself. N.O.R.E should have defo pressed him on certain things, even though N.O.R.E did, but N.O.R.E waited a bit too long, and N.O.R.E should have stood on his ground and said, fuck it, the interview is where it is, instead of taking it down and doing the runs and apologizing to people. But at the end of the day, I understand why he's doing that. He's got a business to maintain, and it is where it is at the end of the day. As far as people want to make Kanye to be at this martyr and stuff, that's up to you. That's your prerogative. But come to me with something concise and precise about him that he stands for, in it. Because right now, I just don't know, and I don't see it in it. But I know there's a few things that I probably left out, and if I did, you'll leave it in the comments, and we'll probably try to address it in a later note, innit? But let's see where Kanye goes with this, and let's see what happens. But it's your boy Bobby D LaFleur, and with my nigga Jambeezy, life in general, talking general, skrrr. Yeah, Tupac is really dead, man, and we out this bitch, man. Grah!
Posted getting money on the east side. I dropped a pin and told that bitch pull up.